Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you all for being here. I hope you are having a great Christmas morning. I know some of you guys are up early to get some nice Christmas breakfast made. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. And I hope you didn't shop till you drop. Hey, Clyde Broke again, Diva. Hey, CEO Boss Lady. Chocolate Cocoa, Sassy Francis. I thank you guys for being here. And I just put one in the chat. I want to make sure you can hear me. I always need to check that before I go too long. No ones. Okay, let me see. Hey, Eve Dallas, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, put a one in the chat. Okay, thank you, Eve Dallas. Okay, great. I sometimes I get so far out and then I realize that I didn't click on something right. So, I hope you guys are having a great Christmas morning, and I hope your day will be fabulous. I hope you get all your heart's desire, if it's only peace on earth and goodwill to men. So, I was, um, I was up. I got up to walk my dog, and I always come in to see, hey, Area's Oasis, and I always get up to see sometimes if somebody's live. And Ness was back live. She hadn't ended her live, but she had fallen asleep, and then she was up and moving around again, and it was back to the whole craziness. And then I went over to Max Boogie because Max Boogie said that she was going to continue the live with the Ness, but sometime late last night, I happened to get an alert for Storm Monroe. And I want to ask you guys, did any of you guys see Storm Monroe's video that he has now put on private, unfortunately? So I want to know, did any of you guys see Storm Monroe's video last night? Okay, I don't get it. I don't see any answers as of yet. Okay, so what Storm Monroe was speaking of, and he also played a clip, and I wish from Miss Cruiser's favorite man, Clyde. I know you know who I'm speaking of, Mr. McCrae. He also, you watched Storm. Oh, you never watched Storm, girl. He played a clip from Mr. McCrae, Cruiser's favorite church person, and girl, William McCrae was dropping some tea, and William McCrae never used the word allege, but I am going to use the word allege when I report on what I saw William McCrae. William McCrae speak on himself. So okay, so we know that there has been a lot of allegations about there's been a lot of allegations about this heavyset pastor who is friends with a lot of celebrities, who also has a production company, book deals, and all this type of stuff. So there have been some allegations that has come out about this said minister, that he may have been a party to those alleged parties that another celebrity who's in trouble, who is a music mogul, that he may be have participated in these parties. I think they call them freak offs or something to that effect. So these are all alleged reports. So let's be clear. So now, so William McCrae comes out, and we know that we had been waiting. A lot of people had been waiting to see if this person of this mega church would even address these rumors, because they had been waiting, this whole week for the big Christmas service to see if he. Let me see. Yes, he was. Said he saw photos and messages, child. Oh, you seen Dr. McCrae. Okay. Did I think you said see William B. knowing stuff? Yeah. Uh, That man did it. That's what you think, Clyde? That man was there. Okay, so now this is what. Okay, so we're clear on who we're speaking on. Allegedly, um, so this megachurch pastor came out to do his Christmas ceremony. I mean, sermon ceremony. It's all ceremonious to some people anyway. It's just like it's all sanctimonious and ceremonious for a lot of these pastors today, obviously, in my opinion. So he came out to do his sermon with his tight red suit on. And he said, I guess a lot of you guys thought that I was going to come up here and I'm paraphrasing, and address lies and rumors. Well, you can turn your gadget, as Bless Watkins said, off if that's what you came here to hear, because I would not waste this time here to give you the message of the Lord. I would not come here on God's blessed day and sully. Hey, Gummy. Hey, Gummy. You know what, Gummy and Clyde, since you guys have such long names, I sometimes get you guys confused just by looking at your name, but I don't get you confused as people. Excuse me. So I didn't. He said he didn't want to sully that day, but there will be a time, and it was an incomplete sentence. He said, but there will be a time. There will be a time. What? Pastor, there will be a time that you're going to address these rumors. There's going to be a time when you're going to do what? He left it as an incomplete sentence, and he didn't like say, and there will be a time. He said, but there will be a time, and then he like just let it hang out there, and it was like an incomplete sentence, like I said. So, okay, so he did not address he addressed them, but he could have done a better job at addressing them. And see, that's the problem right there. It was a kind of like we were talking about Jackie, Dr. Jackie, on the last live that I did. So you have some serious allegations out here about yourself, but you chose to walk around them and not address them. So let me see what you guys are saying. Yes, he told them to log off if you thought that he was going to address them, and he went to pick up his tablet, and he seemed to be quite nervous because he couldn't even pick up his tablet at the first attempt of picking it up. The Jakes family skirts around issues. I didn't expect any different type of response. Very churchified response. Yes, very churchified. Thank you, Tanty. Happy Christmas to you as well. I said no TDMF, you log off the ping. Okay, so I think you guys I know what I'm talking about. So let's get to what I saw on Storm Monroe's channel. Hey, Fran J, Merry Christmas. Okay. Hey, Heavy Bear, Merry Christmas to you as well. Okay, let me make sure that was the Queen in him, Ronnie Q. Okay. So, okay. Hey, Lola Lauren. Okay, so let's get to what I saw on Storm Monroe last night. I love the way you read my comments. I love the way, now I'm loving the way you read a certain other person, Gummy. Okay, I'm screaming and laughing at 5 in the morning. Okay, shh, quiet down. Storm was getting into the wife, and that's when I fell asleep into a lasagna coma. Hey, Treasure Lane. Hello, Merry Christmas. Hey, Treasure Lane. Do you have a certain something hanging? I hope so. I really hope it. I really hope you like it as well. Okay, so Twitter's been dragging TD down. Okay, so here's what we get from Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe played a recording. It wasn't a recording. It was a video. I think it could have been from IG of Cruz's favorite person, William McRae, and William McRae was not using the words alleged and anything. So what William McRae was saying was that there was a security guy. He actually showed the picture of the security guy who had reached out to him via email, allegedly. And this security guy for this mega church pastor had let him know that he had been in many compromising unclosed positions with this pastor. And it was also alleged that this uh, William McRae decided to try to foster this relationship with this guy to get more information or maybe even an interview with this guy. So uh, the guy felt comfortable enough, allegedly, to disclose to Mr. McRae that he was very well endowed and he had quite a bit of stamina and could, you know, uh, run a long race, shall we say. Run a long race in more ways than one. He said that this person had also sent him pictures, photographs, had actually sent him photographs of the said pastor in a thong holding a homemade peach cobbler. I said, And then Mr. McRae kind of wondered, like, now where does he put this homemade peach cobbler when this person who is well within knee hanging length is doing certain things to him? And I kind of like used my imagination and I kind of said, I could see him face down and eating peach cobbler right out the pan while other mysterious things are happening. But Lord, this is Jesus' birthday, but I don't want to put that vision in you guys' head. So yeah, that is what was said. And then there was allegedly, according to Sister William McRae, ain't never scared. Okay, there was also alleged another picture because this pastor allegedly had purchased a motorcycle for said security and what he was be security and sex security, I would say, off a guard that he had, and he bought him a motorcycle, and they said that this pastor was propped on the over the motorcycle with his chest down and his ample behind perked up in the air, and he still had on said thong. So I want to know, what do you guys think about that? Hey, the Ghetto View, we're talking about something salacious on God's Day. So that is why I titled my video exactly what I titled my video. Amazing stamina is what the boy said. The boys are saying. Not now. He said that if he asked him about the age of the people, and there was also a allegedly a what do you call him? Not a designer. He also had a oh my God, I cannot believe a stylist. He also had a stylist who would hook him up with a lot of young people, younger gentlemen to be around in his type of liking, where he didn't have to go out. The stylist, kind of, bought these young men of his liking in his area, in his arena, and it was quite easy for him to meet them that way. These are the allegations. I don't know anything about it, but this is what I heard being alleged last night. And so I've never been to Mr. McRae's. Hey Fates, how you doing, girl? I'm over here gossiping. Oh, okay. Yes, girl. Okay. William McRae never says allegedly. He doesn't care, and before he takes it back, he will add more to it. But I'm gonna say allegedly because Storm Monroe took his video down. You guys can go look for William McRae's Instagram. It did seem like it was on Instagram. So Merry Christmas, face, y'all. I'm up talking about I'm over here gossiping. Did I say Merry Christmas? Okay, so okay, so William McRae also said that there was an instance where, after these gentlemen, have been around for a while, like if you're like just chasing meat, sometimes they'll age out of the, how I guess he treated them like foster kids who were aging out of the system, and he needed, a fresh variety of people there. And he also said that they were all of age because they were really in their 30s and 40s, so it was no accusations of any underage activity going on. Okay, I'm going to be clear about that, but still he wanted something fresh, new, and different. And they were on his private jet, Mr. McRae said, allegedly. And he got upset with the stylist about something and left the stylist stranded at wherever they were, and flew back home. And after that, him and the stylist never had the same brokered employer-employee relationship. He kind of worked as a how this other person put it, a subcontractor. So there was that. Okay, so let's get to what he also alleges about the wife. Okay, Mr. McRae also alleged that the wife was a same gender loving woman to marrying the good pastor. And he also divulged that the same. I don't know anything about his family. I've heard something about the daughter having legal issues. I've heard something about the son also having legal issues. Now, it was alleged that the son had issues when the father was at the NAACP Awards, and it was alleged that the son unknowingly was in a park, and he approached somebody for some type of you know adult behaviors, and unbeknownst to him, that person was actually a cop. And so there were some type of legal things going on with him, as his father was getting at the NAACP Awards, either getting or giving an award. So there's been other legal things going on with the daughter. I don't want to quote them. It has something to do with getting a child in a way that wasn't totally up and up on the book. So there's that. And then there was also allegations about this daughter's husband doing some inappropriate things. I don't know about it. There was some allegations about her husband doing inappropriate things with underage people. So it's a lot of type of deviant style rumors going around. And like I say, these are rumors. um I hear that a couple of things have been hushed up, you know, after court, and things have been put on lockdown because there is, you know, sometimes people with means can get stuff hushed up. Excuse me. They say that 45 had the owner of the National Enquirer in his pocket, and the owner of the National Enquirer would then go around and hear about stories about 45, and then he would pay the people as if he wanted to do the story, but in fact what he was paying for was to unalive the story, to make sure the story never came out. So then they went on to talk about the wife. They said that she had 3 kids prior to meeting him, and I thought that all the kids were his. And but they said that he did not pursue her, that she pursued him. These are the allegations. This is what I heard last night. And um so they said that they think that the woman was in same gender loving relationships prior to that as well. And so I'm wondering if this was a agreement with them. What do you guys think? Do you think that they agreed to look the other way? Do you think that she was let me remove this statement. I just want to ask you a question, what you guys think about this. Do you think that they had an agreement where whatever happened, she was just going to ride or live for him, or is she going to run, and is it a bunch of lies going on? Is it ride or lives or run or lies? So what do you guys think is going on in this situation? Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, I hope the receipts drop sometime this week on him because I've been sick of his smug R's. And yeah, this is the goal. Allegedly, he is trying to get these receipts. Yes, that's the allegation that I heard as well. And so do you think? Oh, he pulled a J Dumb and tried to scare those bloggers. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying. He get it from Daddy. I want to be like Daddy. Daddy, come get him. Daddy, come get him. Okay, was allegedly with one of the adopted daughters. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, he's scary for taking the video down. Yes, I was gonna drop the link in here for you guys so you guys could look at it for yourself. I wasn't gonna play it. I was just gonna drop the link in here. But then when I went back to it, it was totally on private. He went to last month for touching. That's horrible. That's really horrible. Okay. Child, why does blank has problems with both mothers? Okay. If that is true, allegedly, I agree with Storm. You can't be married that long and not know something about your husband and or agree to turn a blind eye. Okay, so yeah, so I'm wondering if you know how some people are. You know how you just can't really trust like this church agenda and all of this type of stuff, and it kind of put me in the mind of, do I have, oh, I didn't have that. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get that one. But it kind of puts me in the mind of certain scriptures. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is best on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish, that the tyranny of the evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of the darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord, and I will lay my vengeance upon thee. Now, who knows where, it just really made me think of that. Who knows where that comes from? Does anybody? Okay, it's crazy. She is able to take that child like that. Who knows where that little passage come from? Obviously, it comes from the Bible, but when I think about these type of people playing with God, it just really makes me see that they ignore a lot of things in the Bible that is truly written for them. That is the line from Pulp Fiction. Okay, and then also it says it kind of makes me it like shows you it shows me. See, I grew up in church, and I saw a lot of things in church, and that's why I don't have anything against God. I just really don't like church, and a lot of church people really turn me off. Like when you're a younger kid and you're looking up to these people and they're getting all this praise and, oh, guess who's doing a revival, and then when you come a teenager, come of age, come of knowing how life works, and you realize what was going on right in front of your eyes, while everybody in the church, these grown people, had to have seen it too, and they just like let these snakes and heathens around you. So it kind of makes me I thought about this uh scripture: study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needs not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Timothy 2:15. So it really made me think that a lot of people can be led astray by having so much belief in these religious leaders. It's very common for wives to turn a blind eye when they want to maintain their financial comfort, same gender loving side pieces, mistresses, all kinds of things. I definitely agree with that. And yeah, I definitely agree with that. that family is something else. It's all gonna come out. Yeah. If it's true, allegedly, okay, okay, we got to that. So now I want to see if you guys think that this man is sitting up in the pulpit and preaching to people like this on Sundays, and then is out there like this at little freaking parties. I said, is this what's going on? Is this what the church has come to? It's like really sad and disturbing that we may have a choir that looks more like this to his liking. A choir, a bevy of knee-length horses behind this good man of the cloth. And it just shows that you really have to be careful about a lot of people these days. And it kind of makes me like I know the Bible, I know what religion says, and it kind of makes me feel like you really can't trust anyone. These seem to truly be what they call the last days. Okay, hold on. I don't want to show that. So, what do you guys think about this? Okay, that's all I have on that. Hey, hey T Trisha. If you missed what I said, you can wind it back. And I was talking about the mega pastor who has a lot of strong allegations on him, and there has been a younger dude who has come out and allegedly supplied pictures to William McRae. And so I am just like, yeah, I think that your relationship with God has to be a personal relationship, but the disappointment and forever, forever, forever being disappointed in the acts of these religious leaders, and these religious leaders who are worshiping money. I mean, that should be a good indicator of what is important to them. Okay, let me see what you said. I don't listen to Jake's, not a fan of his teaching. I'm unsure of his take on same gender issues. Where does he stand? I don't know. I really don't know. I have never listened to him. I have never listened to him. He just kind of reminds me of that Eddie Long type, the Creflo Dollar type. And what was that? The white guy who was staunchly preached against same-sex relationships, and then came out as a same gender loving person himself. I know you guys because he was it Haggard? Oh no, I forget. It begins with an H, but it's like, why does the ministry really attract these types of people? And I I'm just gonna say it. I think it's the money thing. I think it's the chasing of dollars and the security that people are going to shield you from public eye, from public view, from public ridicule, that people get so comfortable in doing these things. And I just don't like the way people sit up here and play with God. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about on that front. So I can invite anybody up. If you guys care to have any comments, you're more than welcome to come up and comment on me. So on this Christmas Day, I'm just wondering if we are holding up to our part in the deal. It's important to have a personal relationship with the Lord. Men will fail every time, and most are hiding behind the pulpits. It's just a job to them. That's exactly right. And it just kind of, I guess it kind of makes me feel like, oh, disappointed. Just disappointed. When I was a kid, like I said, I grew up in church, and I remember like all the things and all the stories that would fascinate me, and all the tenets of the church that I believe would make me a better person, would make me closer to God, have a closer walk to God, not perish in the afterlife, and all these things. And a lot of these things are well, a lot of these things have been tools from slavery to keep the slaves in order, of course. But this is the religion that you grew up with, the religion you know, the religion that you come to believe in to a certain extent until your eyes are open to certain things about religion or the people who are teaching the religion. If he doesn't frown upon same gender relationship and allegations are proved to be true, I imagine he say he never spoke against that. That will be a way to get out of it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research. Black folks support these types of fraud from generation to generation. I'm gonna have to look up his views on that. So because I really can't say which way I stand on that. And but there was one. They were talking about this instance where Tyler Perry came to his church, and what can we say about Tyler Perry? And laid hands upon him, and he fell out and was all, rolling all over the place and all fell out like Tyler Perry, of all people, was so anointed because Tyler Perry had just given him a great offering as well. Let's not leave that to the side. And Tyler Perry has the microphone and play in church. You know how when you were a little kid you would play church. T. Trisha, I know you used to play church when you was a little kid. If you grew up in church, I don't know if you just got into church or if you were in church as a little kid. But I know you got know how we used to play church and be shouting and stuff, and then your little brother or your cousin or somebody be not mocking the preacher, but mimicking the preacher, and you would think they are a real deacon. You would think that they are giving the real word because they have been in church so much of their life that they can mimic a pastor perfectly. Have you any of you guys had that experience? Okay, so okay, somebody has hit the link. Let me put a banner up right quick. Hey, T. Trisha.
Hi, Ronnie Q. Merry Christmas. How are you doing?
Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you for joining me.
No problem at all. I just woke up and I saw that you were live, and I decided to join your conversation. No, but
Okay,
nothing.
so go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Nothing surprises me. We have the assurance that Jesus told us that these things would happen, and we just have to be more aware. Don't put your trust and your faith in nobody but the Lord. And this stuff doesn't surprise me. I read blogs back in 2008 about rumors and stuff going on with TD Jakes. I watch everybody side eyed.
Oh, I didn't know they went back that far. I
Yes.
know growing up we heard rumors about Andre Crouch, and it was another big one. Not Eddie Long, of course, Eddie Long, but there was another person.
The
Um,
Hawkins.
yeah, one of the what is his name?
Was
Walter
it was it
Hawkins,
Edwin Walter Hawkins and his brother Edwin?
or it might have been Edwin Hawkins. I knew it was one of the Hawkins brother. I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, yes. So,
Mm-hmm.
who was that? There was one preacher that I vaguely remember. It may have been Andre Crouch, where there was a preacher who had a live-in mate who died from the three-letter word, and the family, since it was no such thing as legal marriage, the family totally took over the body, would not allow the mate to even come to the funeral, did not acknowledge any of the decedent's wishes of how he wanted his homegoing service to be. Do you remember? Do you know who I might be talking about?
No, I don't, but that's not I mean, people like to pretend that everything is all right. I mean, they preach one thing on Sunday and live like hell Monday through Saturday. I mean, you love who you love, but just be real about yours. And we see a lot of fake people, and people are being exposed. They're being exposed,
Mm-hmm.
and it just is what it is. They're wasting the church money on lawyers trying to defend.
Mm-hmm.
You do this stuff, you attend these parties, and now your stuff is coming out. That story that you just said
Mm-hmm.
sounds familiar, but I can't name the preacher. That,
Somebody in the chat said James Cleveland, and I do think that's who it was. Yes, I do think that's who it was. And
you know,
yeah,
he was sued
I
too.
think that's who it was. It was a big name, and because the partner, they left him with nothing. They took all of everything from the partner, and yeah, so and it's like these people are so secretive. They're not even looking out for their mates in some instances. So I was just wondering if you knew about that.
No, but I heard rumors about James Cleveland too. I mean, as a teenager, we
Right.
sang on a program with him, and I was just shocked because, I grew up sheltered or whatever from a small town. And they came like the closest town was like an hour away that we had to sing on stage with this man. And I just couldn't believe some of the characters that he had with him. As a child, that just
Mm-hmm.
like, opened my eyes. I'm like, but nobody sees this but me. But it is what it is. I don't put nothing
Now
past
listen.
none of them.
Now listen. No limit. No limit. We're talking about church issues. You're two sheets to the wind. I don't think this is a conversation that we want to have right now, Lemon. Because I don't think you're gonna be able to stay on topic. No offense. Maybe when when I move over to beef sector stuff, you're more than welcome to hit the link, Lemon. Okay, so there there have also been instances when they have had, now I know in our church, our bishop circle, our church circle, Church of God in Christ, there have also been women
Mm-hmm.
who were like these hard shoe wearing, remember those hard nursing shoes they used to wear back in the day, the hard
Yes.
shoes, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not being funny. I'm not. And they used to wear the capes around their shoulder, and they usually wear their hair real homely or in a bun, a chignon in the back of their head, and they used to
Mm-hmm.
always have a little young female assistant. They would be single, and they would always have some young woman living with them, would carry their bag down to the pulpit and all. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it just
I know
me
what you're talking
who have
about.
seen
No, it's
this in
not
my
just
life?
you. Mm-mm. I've seen a lot of
Okay.
stuff that I
Hmm.
can't forget. I mean, under the guise of church. And as I stated earlier, the importance of having a personal relationship with the Lord, you have to, because people will fail you. And not only that, they're doing everything in the church, Ronnie Q, everything. And I know exactly
Yes.
what you're talking
Yes.
about.
Hmm. Yes.
And it's like
So,
they know who
yeah.
to try that stuff on. I've always had a big mouth. If you did or said anything to me, I was gonna tell on you. And I would wait
Hmm.
until you got
Hmm.
in front of an authority figure and tell it. So I didn't have those kind of issues, but I saw it. I saw too much.
Yeah. I yes.
I got to tell somebody this, and I got to tell somebody this. I had a cousin that passed away in 2015 under mysterious circumstances because by the time they found his body, you know, we could only have a memorial for him. And what he wrote to me, this long post on Facebook, he sent me a message, and I still have it. And one of the respected religious leaders in the area that used to travel all along, he told me that he raped him. And when I tell
Oh
you that bothered my spirit, because I never knew how much pain he was in. My cousin was gay, but so what? He didn't deserve what happened to him. And I honestly believe
no.
he was murdered because he knew too much and he was beginning to speak too much. And it just,
Yeah.
here
And
we are, another Christmas. I'm a Christmas without him. And it really, really bothers me. So when I hear stories like this TD Jakes stuff, it bothers me. I'm not lying.
yeah, it's really troublesome, and another thing about it is that these people, these mega church pastors, could affect so much change and help our communities and our people grow better, do better, live healthier lives, but they put
Mm-hmm.
all of their star into worldly possessions of luxuries and planes and Bentleys and this and that and suits and clothes and mansions and all of this type of stuff. And they are so far away from the teachings of what God say to do. Like I just read that scripture from I think it was from Ezekiel 25:17 that
Mm-hmm.
says what is it? Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And yeah, so that, that's one of the things that it like really, and it just don't seem like any of that type of stuff permeates these people, some of these people of the day, because they think that to be a successful pastor is to have things as
Yeah.
opposed to helping others.
And
Okay.
you're not lying.
Well,
I
yeah, that's
appreciate your voice on this and just your platform, period. I love that you cry loud and spare not. And I want you, I only stepped on really to encourage you to continue being Ronnie Q, doing what you're doing.
most
I watch
definitely.
a lot of times, I
Most
don't
definitely.
always type in the chat because I can't always type because of my hands, but I support you. And please
I
keep this
appreciate that.
conversation going. No problem.
I I definitely will. And you have a very Merry Christmas and thank you so much. And if you feel like it, you can just sing like a little jingle. You don't have to do a song, but only if you feel like it. I don't want to ask too much. And I know it's early. You may have people sleeping
But
around you.
no, I just got back home. I've been out of my house for 3 weeks. I've been traveling, and
Oh,
then I spent the last 2 weeks with my family. I had a birthday since then, and
happy
I have time.
birthday.
But what would you want to hear? I could do a little something.
It just any little something something with any little something something since it's Christmas Day, any little something something.
Hold on, what can I sing? Okay. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright around yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Bravo, bravo. Thank you so much, T. Trisha. And
You're
I hope you
welcome.
have a blessed day and I hope you have a blessed year and I just wish the best for you. I appreciate you for coming up, having conversation, and I love that song. Of course, I love your voice. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Dang, Trisha. As always, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good morning, youngest. Thank you for being here. You may have to red ball it back, youngest, because we were talking about the latest accusations that's going on in the black church. The black church, uh, popular pastors are celebrities now, and they are mingling with Hollywood now. There is no separation. Definitely true. Definitely true. Okay, so. Okay, they won't because all these people love money and luxuries. Dr. Jackie, TDJ, Cassie, Diddy, Kevin Hart, all of these people worship money and would sacrifice their reproductive organs for $1. Whoo, child. Yes. Merry Christmas, Max Boogie. Thank you for being here. Okay. Let me see what else I see. Happy holidays, Real Ma Fifi. Hey, Real Ma Fifi, thank you for being here. Black church pastors have always been stars just like the white church pastor. Reverend Franklin, Reverend Ike, etc. None of this is new. To the extent uh, and Reverend Franklin, he did hang around with secular people. Oh, and somebody was, I don't even want to get into a Reverend Franklin right now. Somebody was telling all the stories and all the ways that he would manipulate. Who was that? They said that he allowed Aretha Franklin to date at the age of 12 or 13. I forget what star that was. And I don't want to be wrong in saying that. But yeah, I heard some I was just shocked. My mouth was just hanging when I heard some of the things that Reverend Franklin allowed Aretha Franklin to be exposed to. Worship the god of Mammon. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys today. And you have to yeah, that stuff was nasty. It really was nasty and disgusting, and I was shocked that a father could expose his young daughter to that type of stuff. I was really shocked. Okay. Gays have always had a major presence in church. That's not new either. I would say that most famous gospel singers, male and female, have been gay. The ones from back in the day too. Okay. Yeah. I can't deny that either. Okay. Yeah, I cannot deny that either. I praise God right in my home where it's safe. You can trust nobody, and it's a shame. It's really a shame. Maybe it's the I don't know. It there have been scriptures written about it. There have been sermons preached about these types of days to come, and when you look at it in retrospect, to acknowledge that the things that you were kind of taught about what the world would become is kind of really coming into play right now. So thank you, T. Trisha. Thank you for becoming a member. I greatly appreciate it. I really, really appreciate you. So yeah, that's all. I don't want to go any further into this. I heard this last night, and then I was thinking that I wonder if like God is just like just so through with what some people are making and mocking his word for. So, and it's neither here nor there with me. I have, hey, Leo the Lioness, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Leo the Lioness Queen, if you guys have a chance, go over to her page. Last night it was so warm, fuzzy, and beautiful to take a turn on the the bad stuff. Leo the Lioness Queen had, I don't know how many of them were in her living room. Her family were sitting around singing Christmas karaoke songs, and it looked like so much fun. It was warm, it was inviting, they were laughing, they were enjoying each other company. And so if you get some time, and if you're alone, if you want to feel some camaraderie, you may just want to put that on your TV and watch people get together. Some people may be separated from their families in a different state from their families. It was just good, wholesome fun, laughing, and it was like really, really beautiful. Okay, she said we had game night at my mom's house. We do it every year. It was beautiful. It was so much fun. So, the Most High hasn't told one lie. He said people will go the way the world has gone, and they have gone full throttle, pressing the gas. You are definitely right on that. Yes. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, so yes, we have gone pressing the gas full throttle. I never thought I'd see a time when people were so emboldened to do and be the way that a lot of these ministers are. And when the world is in such need of real guidance, of real help, people are underinsured, people are underpaid, people are underhoused. And even you think about how when that flood hit Houston, how Joel Osteen actually wasted the tax dollars money, the taxpayers' dollar, to have police cordon off his street so that the homeless people wouldn't invade his church, because that was he has this multi-million dollar church, which they also found millions of dollars sealed up in the walls that has never been explained. But he did not want the homeless to shelter in place in his dry church. And then it was so much backlash about it, and then he finally let them in there for a day or two. It's just like nobody is really doing what the scripture really calls for them to do as a leader of any type of flocks. And these people have huge flocks. Religion has always been used as a con. It always has been that way. We're just smarter now, and we have the technology to film, document, and broadcast. It's actually better now because it's exposed. Okay. He wouldn't even let them people in. Yep, he until like Nurse Noreen said, until social media exposed him. Yeah, you see? Yeah. Daughter had her first child at 14. Maybe she should have been home, still hanging out in the streets. Yeah, I didn't know I didn't know that much about him. Okay, that's why God is using ordinary, everyday people to reach the lost and displaced. He has opened our eyes to spot the wolves in sheep clothing. Yes, indeed. So, I just wanted to the wolves. He has opened our eyes to spot the wolves in sheep's clothing, the sheep of the Lord. Our eyes are open. My eyes have seen the coming. What is it? My eyes have seen the something of the glory of the Lord. hmm Eyes wide open. So anyway, that's all I came to talk to you guys about. What I heard last night on the YouTube streets. So somebody knows the word to that song, but you know the song that I'm trying to sing badly. Okay, Leah Linus, have you tried Trader Joe's gingerbread? Oh my God, those pigs. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great remainder of your day. I know some of you guys have to get up and get that breakfast rolling, and I'm not gonna sully this with any YouTube fodder. I may come back. I don't know if I'll come back today, but I'm definitely gonna come back tomorrow and talk about a few things on the YouTube agenda. But I hope you guys have a great day. God bless you, and bye bye.